the Wendigo, everybody. The Wendigo. Quests. Playlist. I've not been working on this for a while. Probably not even 5 hours. And I've almost got it done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grind this. I'm going to tell you this in this video, but I'm going to keep grinding until I get it, and then I'm going to record that video and get it uploaded, hopefully, and it doesn't say an error happens, so I can get this thing on camera. It's not really that hard to get, but let's start. Just so you know, I only have to get points, so I'm going to give you a little bit of a guide. This is actually a guide, so psych, of what to use. So for this, I'm going to go to my collections. I was using certain things that you might have not have the rolls on. I could use it. I have a mountaintop in my roll, but I don't feel like using it. Just because it's good, but I didn't want to use 2 special ammo weapons. So I decided to use Truth Teller because it has Feeding Frenzy and Quick Draw, so no one can really steal your kills. It's good. So let's go to your collections real quick, right? I would say though, if you don't have the route that I have on this Truth Teller, probably use a mountaintop if you have it. So I'm gonna tell you, the Orbix mole yeah, you get the point. It's definitely not gonna be even mentioned. So the 4 that you would be looking at is Milsh's Birthright, Mater's Repetition, and Truth Teller, and then the mountaintop. So, also, just a little disclaimer, I did use an exotic for this, and that main exotic was, for a bit, if you guys know how to use the Fighting Lion, that's great, because it has some nice ammo reserves. So, that's really nice if you're good with Fighting Lion. That's the first thing. That definitely wants to be your exotic. And if you don't have great aim with grenade launchers, use Colony. But if you are I would say, if you're not good, if you have great aim, if you have pretty good aim at least, and you're not good with Fighting Lion, use the Prospector for your exotic. Because the Prospector, you see, the reason why it's so good is that full auto trigger system, it's okay, it's decent. But at the same time, there's this, yeah. Amplification, which stick to surfaces, those grenades. So just in case, if you do miss it, or the full auto trigger system, that's also great for it. Like a damage phase for a boss, it's great and all this. So yeah, that's my first disclaimer. But let's talk about this. A lot of people would be wondering, mountaintop, or not mountaintop. the little thing. The Truth Teller or the Mater's Repetition. Well, this is kind of a tough question, to be honest. The Truth Teller, I'm gonna put it in this, like this. In a DPS phase, we're gonna say that both of them have no stats. So yeah. And they're gonna be put with a well of radiance. What is it called? It's oh my gosh, why am I forgetting the name? It's gonna be under a rally barricade, so it gets increased reload speed. Which means in the DPS phase, this thing is going to be able to shoot 2 shots. Truth Teller, let's see. Well, since they're both gonna have spike grenades, they're both gonna have spike grenades, and both of them are not gonna have any stats because that's gonna be a little unfair. Both of them are gonna have spike grenades and smart drift control. So yeah. So let's say the DPSs. Well, the DPSs I can't show you because I got these off camera, but the Truth Teller is already lightweight frame, so that's pretty nice. And it is a one-shot handheld grenade launcher. So that's the first thing. It makes you faster. So that's already an advantage. But, you see, in the DPS phase, if you're gonna shoot 2 bullets, the wave frame makes you do a total of 5,000 damage, and the actual shots do 15,000, which means with boss spec against a boss 2, it's going up to 15,000 with the wave, 10,000 with the wave frame, and with the 15,000, it goes up to 20,000. So 2 bullets will get, 1 bullet will give you, if you split them evenly, obviously, you are going, with the boss spec and all this, you're going to have a total of 15,000 plus another hit that is 30,000. But the issue is, wait, did I do the math wrong? Sorry, I did the math wrong, guys. Not 15,000 per shot. That's how a normal shot would be 20,000. It's 25,000. But so 2 shots of that, 50,000. This truth teller though, with the spike grenades, and if you donate at the right time, you are going to get high damage, going up to a single shot at 27,000 plus 2 bullets, well, 27,050 plus 2 bullets of this guy plus the insane reload speed. If you can get, it's 3 shots, which means it is getting 3 shots of 27,000, which means plus the 20,000s, that's 60,000, and then the 7,000s, 14,000. 14,000 plus 150, which means it's 14,150, which means it's at 74,150, and then you get another 7,000 added to this total of 74,000, which means it goes up to 81,150, which is obnoxious. So yeah, the Mater's Revolution, yes, the wave frame is kind of good, but at the same time, it's not really going to be that good for anything else. It's harder to aim with as well. And then it's also the next thing. Even though it has this wave frame to get more damage in, the handheld, this thing, you can get some pretty good stuff on it. And if you're low with Underdog, this is going to give you better range, better velocity, and it already has great velocity. That's why I would say that the Truth Teller is better. So now this one's kind of tough. The Mountaintop, which is in my vault right now, and the Milch's Birthright, these things go in high DPS phases. So what I did for this is I got spike grenades. See, this thing can only get 1 stat roll. So we couldn't give them the same thing. So spike grenades and linear, smart drift control on this, and then Genesis threat detector, and then the Mountaintop with the spike grenades and sticky grenades, I think, and then the straight shot. So I'm gonna put the Mountaintop from a longer range, I would put it, and then give it another 10,000 damage, because it does not, that I feel like that seems fair, because it has another stat roll and I want it to be at least useful. So yeah, besides that, Genesis, we also paused the time and then killed a shielded guy. So we killed a shield guy, paused the 1 second, killed a shielded guy, because they could both get 3 shots in, but this guy can get 4 in now. But the issue is with the threat detector ×2 and the spike grenades and this, the issue is that it's only doing 25,000. With the threat detector, it's only doing 29,000. On the other hand, a shot from the dang Mountaintop, it has 3 bullets, and it is doing 33,000, which means plus the extra range, it's already at 99,000 because the 33,000, and it is going up into the 100,000 in 9 damage, which is obnoxious. This thing gets blown away. 4 shots of 29,000 damage. Oh my gosh. Weak. Okay, it's not 29,000. Let's say that. Genesis, the issue is about it, is that I didn't feel like pausing the time because it's DPS. You won't be able to have Genesis in there. And Genesis also isn't that good. In threat detector, you can be a little close so that doesn't, you don't blow up yourself, but they will run at you sometimes. And that's what just dephases it. So really, I'm going to only give it threat detector times 1, and then the Genesis, I can't really use. With threat detector times 1, 27,000, okay, I was lying about that. 23,000 damage per hit, plus the threat detector times 2 gives it up to 27,000 per hit, which means if you get rid of one, you're only getting 25,000 per hit, and then Genesis isn't really great, so it's only 75,000. Sorry, but yeah, that's your stats. So if you have Milsh's Birthright and you don't have your mountaintop, choose the Milsh's Birthright. But if you don't have your mountaintop, if you have a mountaintop, use it. Orwig's Bowl, it's more PvP like, and you have to do this in strikes, by the way. But yeah.